Hi guys, in today's video is going to be about how to take care of your spiders. So first things first, all spiders need a nice enclosure like this. Those are the basic steps. If they're boreal like him, we are going to move him into a new exhibit, so I'm going to give you guys a video on that. But if they're boreal, give a blow substrate, a place to hide, and let them build their webs. If he's a bull jumping spider, or even the very little tan jumping spider, which you guys can't really see, but he's up there hiding. And then even to the small triangulate cobweb spider, which I'll give you guys tips on that in a little bit. So first things first, which spider would you want to keep? You can find any spiders in your area or even get a tarantula like Madison. So what I do is Leota the triangular cobweb, her habitat is built for like nice little she's got mulch and she needs a place to hide. Like I said in the first video, they really do need a place to hide. That's where they like to hide. So they like to hide in certain areas, like little cracks in the walls, because they are found on window sills with their webs, and that's what makes them a little bit different from other spiders, but they're pretty. Now, to tell if you got a male or female, I will do a video on that, but here's some quick little notes. Make sure you write down notes. That male spiders usually have swollen pedipalps, like the jumping spider, like Journey, which is right up there, hiding. He's really dark. It's really dark in here. I don't have a light, but I will get one. But see how she likes to hide in the crevices. So if it's a male, it's going to be smaller, and it's going to have swollen pedipalps, which are like the people usually call them feelers. It looks like the feelers are swollen. And that's what they use to mate with the females. Now I will give you guys a video on Leota when I breed her with a male. But there she is down there. She likes to hide in the crevice. And if you guys notice, she makes webs. Now, pretty much all spiders have spinnerets to make webs, like this guy right there. His webs are a lot more tightly knit webs, like that. And he has his molt in it. That's why I made him look like another spider, but there's a classic version. Which, yo, guys, so good job, dude, for giving us a little scene of how it works. They usually have two entrances and a back entrance, like any other house. Same thing with Journeys, which is a different species. They may look like a fuzzy ball. You can barely see it, but it's up in that corner down there. Too much reflection. There it is, right there. That's his web. And that's where they like to make their webs on, if it's a jumping spider. Now, if it's a tarantula, they can make webs like a jumping spider, but a lot bigger, and they don't sleep in them. Well, they will do, but it's like a cup. But with species like Leota, they need an enclosure, kind of like how I have her set up. Now, if you have any like rocks like stuff, I recommend putting that in their habitat. And also what I like about my setup is that they can see each other naturally, just like how it would have been in the wild compared to Journey up there. I want him to see them when we move, so yeah. But I want to have it like a natural setup where there's like a different type of landscape. When Leota had a cricket, it's really a funny story. When Leota had a cricket, the cricket jumped. It tried to jump all the way over here, thinking like, oh wow, this is a lush place. But it's not. There's a predator right there. And of course, the most best thing you need is water. So I give Leota water every month. Well, I'll give her water like every week or so, just to make sure she has, if she's thirsty, because you don't want to have those dehydrated. Jumping spiders, I'm gonna give him water, and I will show you a video on how to give them water. Steps on that, but what happens is one of the most important things is food. If it's a species like him, they usually take crickets. She'll usually take a mealworm or an isopod or a fly, but they need air holes. You see that? Every hair hole on this exhibit is different, but his, hi buddy, it's kind of like tiny, 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 tiny holes. That's a really good view, actually. I've never seen them that close. But yeah, tiny holes so they can breathe. They breathe through their tiny, tiny, tiny bellies. And yeah. Now, any spider people would tell you that they do actually drop their food in front of their nest. If it's a web builder like Leota that builds a huge web, a trap web, like I like to call it, you'll find a lot of dead corpse in front of the habitat. So yeah. Also, he has plants. He's the only one here because this is before we put plants in. I don't want to put plants to just destroy your habitat, but it would be cool. Now, moving is a different story. When you move a tarantula or a spider, you have to be very, very careful when moving them, because when you move them, they're going to be stressed out. Like, that, go check out Leota's backstory. It's a good backstory. I love it. But her backstory, she was born in the house like a lot of spiders are. Now, jumping spiders, tarantulas cost a lot of money, and what I recommend, do not get a tarantula from Petco and other pet stores. Where I got Madison the Brazilian Black is in J Exotic Pets. In Lodi, New Jersey. Also just buy from tarantula dealers at Tarantula Expos or Reptile Expos, whatever you want to call it. I call it Tarantula and Reptile Expos. But yeah, they have tarantulas there, snakes, and we were thinking about getting an Arizona blonde, but I don't really know if that could happen. So yeah, now pretty much like you need to buy the right enclosures. You need to look up what species is the best. The Brazilian Black is the lab of tarantulas. Also, if you want to get a breed of tarantula from a breeder, you need to ask them, what's this breed's or this species of tarantula's scientific name. And Madison, Madison the Brazilian Black, hers is Grammosola pulchra. With Leota's, it is Steatota triangulosa. With Panthers, it's Phidippus aurochs, the bull jumping spider. And with Journeys is it's really hard. I think it's Australian. Platypus udatus. So yeah. And with jumping spiders, the males usually, with panther species, if you see on my logo, it's got the greenish color chelicerae. That's how you tell if it's a male jumping spider. So like I can show you this clay that I created. You can see how it's got that bluish. It's kind of greenish bluish, but on camera it looks blue. But yeah, and if it's a female, it will have all black or even little brown colors. Also, female in spider family in the spider world, females are a lot bigger and are more girthy. They're a lot more stronger and bigger. I think I said that. But their abdomens are a lot larger so they can hold the eggs. Also, for bold jumping spider, for tan jumping spiders, the one Journey is, they have a orange mustache. Well, females have a white mustache. So, requirements are different depending on the species. Like, for certain, like tarantulas now, there's a lot of things. So now we're going to move into tarantulas. Instead of true spiders, we're going to go into tarantulas. Now, tarantulas, you need a different setup of requirement. You need somewhere where they can burrow so they can make a nest. And do not, the best starters are New World, because Old World, they are venomous, but it's not enough venom that can kill you, and it's just going to put you in the hospital. While the New World will kick hairs, but their bite, it's like a bee sting. Also, make sure when you hold the tarantula, be careful, because if they fall, their abdomen can rupture. So yeah, make sure their abdomens don't rupture. Put cornstarch on it. Yeah, it's really sad to see it, but even if they escape and if they jump from a high place, Madison did that. Thank the Lord she didn't rupture. But also, a few last tips. If you want to keep wild spiders, and if you want to breed spiders, I'll give you tips on that too. Like, subscribe, guys. Bye-bye.